Christian News from English Christian Times. Catholic Charities warn of future food crisis. Catholic organizations around the world have raised concerns about the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on world hunger. The lockdown measures in many countries have undermined the agricultural works and logistics required to maintain food supply, especially in economically or politically unstable regions of the world. Vatican publishes Pope's prayers for difficult times. The Vatican has published a free downloadable book of Pope Francis' prayers and homilies responding to the trial and suffering of the coronavirus pandemic. Strong in the face of tribulation. Also contains suggestions for Catholics who are unable to receive the sacraments due to restrictive measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19. The book is available in English, Italian, Spanish and French and will be updated several times a week with new homilies and other interventions made by the Pope, said Andrea Tornelli, editorial director of the Vatican Dicastery for Communication. Catholic University stages a digital play amid quarantine. Catholic University stages a digital play amid quarantine. While the coronavirus has shut down universities and artistic events, the drama department of a Catholic university performed a play nevertheless through a video conference. A production of Shakespeare's Measure for Measure was meant to be staged last week. Because of the pandemic, the Catholic University of America's Rome School of Music, Drama and Art instead performed the play on YouTube. Pope Francis postpones Peter Pence collection amid pandemic's economic downturn. Pope Francis has postponed this year's Peter Pence collection until next fall as the Vatican confronts the economic consequences of the coronavirus pandemic. The collection, which traditionally takes place in churches across the world on June 29th, the feast day of St. Peter and Paul, has been moved to October 4th, the feast of St. Francis. On April 29th, Vatican spokesman Matteo Bruni attributed the date change to the current health emergency situation. The economic effects of the coronavirus pandemic are being felt throughout the world, including at Vatican. Tribal animists beat pastor threatened to destroy vocal cords to halt further evangelism. After demolishing a pastor's house and driving his family into the jungle, tribal animists in central India severely beat the Christian leader, threatening to destroy his vocal cords so he can no longer preach. Nearly a month after tribal animists expelled the Christian family from Bailud village in Madhya Pradesh state and destroyed their home, tribal animists ambushed Pastor Lalu Kiret as he returned from a grocery store. Led by a man identified only as Laxman, 7 individuals beat, chalked and pelted the pastor with a stone, Kiret told Morning Star News. Catholics honor the priest killed at Dachau. Remember 75th Liberation Anniversary, when the US Army arrived at Dachau concentration camp 75 years ago on April 29, 1945. The clergy held captive they regarded it as a miracle. A week earlier, on April 22nd, the priests and monks of Dachau had consecrated themselves to Saint Joseph, fearing that the guards were planning to murder them before fleeing the advancing allies. If they were spared, they promised they would make an annual pilgrimage to Saint Joseph's Shrine in Kalisz, central Poland. CM Sawant visits Basilica of Bom Jesus, Goa. Favors board to preserve heritage site. In a significant development, Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant has expressed the need to constitute a board consisting of representatives from the Church, the Archaeological Survey of India, and the government who can responsibly take care of prestigious heritage monuments and places of worship in Old Goa and across the state. The Chief Minister put forth the suggestion when he visited the Basilica of Bom Jesus at Old Goa on Wednesday to inspect the World Heritage Site after the rector, Father Patricio Fernandez SJ, had complained about the utter negligence of ASI during repair work at the Basilica, leading to considerable damage during the recent pre-monsoon rains. COVID-19 lockdown. Karnataka CM thanks St. Joseph institutions for feeding over 43,000 poor. Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa thanked St. Joseph's Group of institutions for responding to the challenges faced by the poor in Bengaluru, particularly the daily wage earners and migrant workers during the lockdown brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. In a letter addressed to the Provincial Karnataka Jesuit Educational Society, the Chief Minister said the Government of Karnataka acknowledges the effort put in by the institutions in mobilizing material and volunteers to ensure that food and relief materials were delivered to more than 43,000 families of the most needy and underprivileged in the state. We convey our gratitude for the support rendered by your institutions. The punishment of every disordered mind is its own disorder. St. Augustine of Hippo. News Desk, Christian Times.